Hi students, in this video we are going to discuss about the topic general anesthetics. General anesthetics are the drugs which are given systemically during surgical procedures. These drugs act on central nervous system and produces analgesic effect, amnesia, loss of consciousness, relax all body muscles and block autonomic and sensory reflexes. By using general anesthetics, anesthetic effect will be produced for entire body. Coming to the topic Mayer-Overton theory. This theory was proposed by Mayer and Overton independently. According to this theory, there is a direct relationship between lipid solubility of inhaled anesthetics and minimum alveolar concentration of the drug. If inhaled anesthetic concentration is more, minimum alveolar concentration will also be more. If inhaled anesthetic concentration is less, the minimum alveolar concentration also less. There is sufficient number of inhalational anesthetic molecules are to be dissolved in the lipid cell membrane. If sufficient number of inhalational anesthetic molecules are not dissolved in lipid cell membrane, then there will be no anesthetic effect will be produced, or sufficient anesthetic effect will not be produced. The anesthesia depend upon number of molecules dissolved in the cell membrane, but not upon the type of inhalational anesthetic agent. So the number of molecules dissolved in the cell membrane influences the anesthetic effect. If more number of molecules dissolved in the cell membrane, then it will produces more anesthetic effect. Classification of general anesthetics. The general anesthetics are classified into three major categories based upon the route of administration. The first category is inhalation anesthetics. So these category of drugs can be inhaled. So examples of these category are hydrocarbons and halogenated hydrocarbons and miscellaneous. So these inhalational anesthetic agents are volatile liquids or gases. That means they are volatile in nature and or maybe the gases. The first category of inhalation anesthetic is hydrocarbons. So hydrocarbons are nothing but they have carbon and hydrogen in their structure. Example, cyclopropane. So this is structure of cyclopropane having carbon and hydrogens in their structure. Next category is halogenated hydrocarbons. That means the name says that the hydrocarbons which are having halogens. Halogens are nothing but fluorine, chlorine, bromine and iodine. So examples for these category are halothane, desflurane, enflurane, isoflurane, sevoflurane and methoxyflurane. Miscellaneous category having the example nitrous oxide. Next category is intravenous anesthetics. The name says that these type of anesthetic agents can be given through the parenteral route. Examples for these category are thiopental sodium, ketamine, methohexital and propofol. Basal anesthetics. Third category of the classification is basal anesthetics. So these basal anesthetics induces the state of unconsciousness and not enough for surgery. That means they can just induces the unconsciousness. That unconscious effect is not enough for the surgery. So the produced unconscious effect by the basal anesthetics has to be continued by using of intravenous or inhalational anesthetic agents. Examples for these category are fentanyl citrate and tribromoethanol. The next classification based upon the nature at room temperature. So based upon the nature of the general anesthetics at room temperature, they are classified into two categories. One is volatile inhalation general anesthetic Second one is non-volatile general anesthetics. The volatile general anesthetic agents are two types, gases and liquids. Examples for gases, volatile general anesthetic agents are cyclopropane, ethyl chloride, nitrous oxide. Examples for liquid general anesthetic agents are diethyl ether, halothane, and chloroform. The next category is non-volatile general anesthetic agents. So these are non-volatile in nature at room temperature. So examples are barbiturates, benzodiazepines, and non-barbiturates, which are given through the parenteral route. The barbiturates examples are thiopental sodium, methohexital sodium. The benzodiazepine examples are diazepam, clorazepam, oxazepam. The non-barbiturate IV anesthetics examples are propanidine, ketamine, and propofol. Mechanism of action of general anesthetic agents. So these drugs may depress neuronal activity in the brain. That means these drugs mainly act on central nervous system and depress neuronal activity in the brain. So these drugs produces different mechanism of actions by acting on different positions in the brain. So they can act upon hypothalamus, hippocampus, and spinal cord. So by acting on hypothalamus, it can induces unconsciousness. It can induces unconsciousness. By acting on hippocampus, they can be produces amnesia. By acting on spinal cord, they can produce immobilization. The main site of action for general anesthetics are ligand gated ion channels. So GABA A receptors are linked to the chloride ion channels. So upon these ion channels, the general anesthetics can show their effect. GABA means gamma amino butyric acid. It is an inhibitory neurotransmitter which is present mainly in the brain. So GABA receptors are two types. One is GABA A and second one is GABA B. So GABA A receptors linked to the chloride ion channel. So in normal condition, GABA binds with GABA A receptor and opens the chloride ion channel. So by this, chloride ions from outside of the cell, they can be enter into the cell. So by the entry of chloride ion channel, so inside of the cell can be create hyperpolarization. So by the hyperpolarization, so excitation of postsynaptic neuron diminished. So this is in the normal condition. So general anesthetics can increase the affinity of GABA towards the GABA receptors. That means GABA strongly bind with that of GABA receptor. So that will lead to continuous opening of chloride ion channel. So this will lead to more amount of chloride ions enter into the cell. So this will create hyperpolarization. So and finally diminish the excitation of postsynaptic neuron continuously. So that will produces general anesthetic effect. So what are various general anesthetic effect can be produced are inhibition of responsiveness to stimuli, and they can decrease neuronal activity and increase inhibitory neurotransmitters. SAR of general anesthetic agents. So coming to the SAR of general anesthetic agents, so we have hydrocarbons, ethers, and alcohols to produce general anesthetic effect. In hydrocarbons, as the number of carbon atoms increased in the structure, they can produce more anesthetic effect and more toxic effects. At the same time, in ether also, as the number of carbon atoms increases in the ether structures, they can produce anesthetic effect as well as the toxic effects simultaneously. If unsaturation, that is double bond, is present, the unsaturation of an aliphatic ether increases the potency and short induction time. So the potency of the drug molecule will be increased if the double bond is present in the structure of ether. The next, coming to the alcohols. So alcohols are used only for maintenance of anesthesia. So which type of alcohols can produce anesthetic effect are 8 carbon containing alcohols. Examples are octanol. They can produce depressant effect. The next, halogenated alcohols can also be used as basal anesthetics and potent hypnotics. Examples are tribromoethanol and trichloroethanol. They can be used as basal anesthetic purpose as well as for potent hypnotic purpose. From hydrocarbons, if we replace the hydrogen of hydrocarbon with the halogens, that is fluorine, chlorine, bromine or iodine, if we replace the hydrogen with these atoms, what happens is we can get the halogenated hydrocarbons. The halogenated hydrocarbons having more potency when compared with that of other hydrocarbons. The minimum toxic effects they are having, and they are inflammable, and minimum boiling point they have. Examples for these category are halothane, enflurane, methoxyflurane, etc. A star marked drug for the exam point of view is halothane. So halothane, the structure of halothane is this one. So the halothane is a hydrocarbon is having of halogens in their structure. Upon the first carbon, there is three fluorine atoms are present. So trifluoro. So on the second carbon, chlorine and bromine are present. Coming to the IUPAC name, so according to the IUPAC, so the name of the halothane becomes 2-bromo 2-chloro 1,1,1 trifluoroethane. So the halothane is a fluorinated general anesthetic agent. So it is having fruity odor, that is a pleasant smell will come. It is having highly potent, it is a highly potent general anesthetic agent. So earlier the halothane was used, but present we are not using. Why? Because more number of general anesthetic agents was introduced after halothane, and but this halothane is preferred in asthmatic people. So why? Because the bronchodilation will be produced by this drug molecule. At the same time, the halothane do not cause respiratory problem, that is respiratory spasm. So the halothane require specialized apparatus for administration. So that means administration of halothane require a specialized apparatus. The specialized apparatus has to perform vaporization, and the specialized apparatus should monitor and control the dose of the drug which is inhaled by the patient. The halothane do not have muscle relaxant property. So that's why we have to administer neuromuscular blocking agents along with it. Pharmacokinetic parameters. So 80% of the drug will be excreted through the lungs only. So pulmonary excretion will be taking place. So the main enzyme present in the liver, that is cytochrome P450, involved in the metabolism of the halothane. So metabolism can be occur in the liver. So it can be metabolized to trifluoroacetic acid. The bromine and chlorine atoms of halothane will be replaced by the hydroxy groups, and we get the trifluoroacetic acid. Coming to the synthesis of halothane. Halothane can be prepared from 1-chloro 2,2,2 trifluoroethane. Upon bromination at the temperature of 465 degrees centigrade, so it will be converted into halothane. So trifluoro, so that the IUPAC name of halothane is 2-bromo 2-chloro 1,1,1 trifluoroethane. So it will be produced by the bromination reaction at the temperature of 465 degree centigrade. Adverse effects. So halothane causes cardiac manifestations, which includes decreases blood pressure, decreased heart rate. Respiratory manifestations includes decreased ventilation, of the alveoli and decreased body response to hypoxia and hypercarbia. So it can also causes nausea, fever, and loss of appetite. So hepatic necrosis can also be taken place at higher doses. Malignant hyperthermia can also be produced. Therapeutic uses. Halothane can be given along with the anti-asthmatic agents. Why? Because the halothane do not cause any spasm in the lungs. Halothane is having a pleasant smell. That's why we use it in inducing and maintaining of the anesthesia in children. The next drug is thiopental sodium. So thiopental sodium belongs to the barbiturates. It is belongs to ultra short acting barbiturate. The structure of thiopental sodium is this one. So it is a 6-member heterocyclic ring system having of 2 nitrogens in it. The structure, the IUPAC name of this one is 5-ethyl 5-1-methyl-butyl 2-thiobarbiturate. The numbering has to be starts from the nitrogen, that is hetero atom. So the numbering will be in anti-clockwise direction. At fifth position, ethyl and 1-methyl-butyl group is present. The barbiturate produces complete anesthesia for short duration. So it can produce the anesthetic effect in the period of short time. So that anesthetic effect will be continued by taking of some other anesthetic agents. The synthesis of thiopental sodium can be started with the help of diethylmalonate. The diethylmalonate, when you treat it with 2-bromopentane in the presence of ethanol and sodium metal, it will form sodium ethoxide. And if you take that of ethyl bromide, by the condensation of all these 3 substances, you will get the intermediate. So that intermediate is having of ethyl. This is the carbon atom where the replacement of hydrogens was taken place. So one hydrogen. So why? Because these hydrogens are more acidic in nature. Why? Because the groups are electron withdrawing groups. The 2 adjacent groups are electron withdrawing groups. That's why these 2 hydrogens becomes more acidic. So they can be easily replaced by the nucleophiles. That's why the substitution will be occurred at that position. So one hydrogen and one bromine atom. So hydrogen will be eliminated as H plus and bromine will be eliminated as Br minus. So that negative charge which will be produced upon this carbon will attack onto this carbon atom. Then we will get a attachment with a 1-methyl-butyl group. And then one more hydrogen of acidic position can be react with ethyl bromide. Then HBr will be eliminated. We will get a ethyl substitution at diethyl malonate molecule. Then upon further reaction, the intermediate react with thioether. The intermediate react with thioether. The 2 nitrogens having of lone pairs, they can attack onto the carbonyl carbon. Why? Because the carbonyl carbon is having a partial positive charge. So the cyclization will be taken place. We will get the structure of thiopental sodium. So the sodium atoms comes from sodium hydroxide. Then adverse effects are same as that of halothane. The uses are, it is an ultra short acting barbiturate used for the anesthetic effect, and it is used to produce quick anesthesia and initiate anesthesia